we're live here on Dodgers Digest. Welcome to yet another edition of the Dodgers Watch-Alongs. Mike Nelson here with you. Today is a very special day for our Dodgers, as of course, there was a ring ceremony, right? Today, the World Series rings were given out at Dodger Stadium. It's absolutely a historic night, to say the least. And we're really excited to watch the Dodgers play the Tigers again. Yesterday, the Dodgers got a big 5-4 win. Shohei Ohtani getting the winning shot, the winning home run. And today, looking forward to more home runs and more action for sure. But yeah, it's going to be a good one. Let's go through the lineups real quick. We got like 5 minutes. The ring ceremony was great. But Gleyber Torres is leading off for the Tigers. And then we got Kerry Carpenter, Riley Green batting third. Spencer Torkelson's batting fourth. Colt Keith is batting fifth. Zach McKinstry's batting sixth. Dylan Dingler is batting seventh. Trey Sweeney's batting eighth. And Ryan Kreidler's batting ninth for the Tigers. And, of course, on the mound for the Tigers is Jack Flaherty, former Dodger, won the World Series with us. Super cool that he's, of course, back at Dodger Stadium for the ring ceremony, right? And, for the Dodgers, a little bit of a different lineup today. You got Shohei Ohtani batting leadoff once again. DH, Mookie Betts batting second at shortstop. But batting third today is Freddie Freeman, so switching up to third again. Batting cleanup will be Teoscar Hernández, right fielder. Max Muncy's batting fifth. Tommy Edmonds batting sixth at second base. Michael Conforto is batting seventh at left field, making his Dodger Stadium debut as a Dodger. Andy Pajes is the center fielder, batting eighth, and Austin Barnes will be batting ninth as a catcher. And yeah, super cool, awesome day, to say the least. I think we got some comments here on the stream. Bearded says the ring ceremony is fire. Yep, the crowd is so loud. Yeah, imagine being there in person. Super cool, the fans that made it out there. I think it's awesome doing it at Dodger Stadium. Brad J, what's up, Brad? How about those rings? That's right. The rings are awesome, and super cool that the Dodgers are going to be wearing those rings now for forever, right? I mean, they're 2024 World Series champions. That will forever be in baseball history. And 2025 is all about going back-to-back, trying to do something that hasn't been done in 25 years, right? I mean, the last Major League Baseball team to go back-to-back was the Yankees back in 99 and 2000. Almost went 3 in a row, right? Lost to the D-backs in 01. Well, they did go 3 in a row. Almost went 4 in a row, I should say, right? Because they won 98 through 2000. They almost won 4 World Series in a row when they lost to the D-backs in 01. So Dodgers trying to build that kind of dynasty again. There hasn't really been a real dynasty in baseball in a long time. So this is a pretty big moment for the Dodgers to try to go back-to-back, try to do something that they haven't done in so long. And today, it's all going to be about, how the Dodgers can take advantage of Jack Flaherty, right? Because Jack Flaherty used to be on the Dodgers. Expect the hitters to kind of have a bit of an inside scoop on Jack Flaherty, right? They should know what's coming at them with Jack Flaherty. I mean, he was a former Dodger, and that's going to be, I think, the big key today. Seeing how the players, how the Dodger hitters can take advantage and, get some base runners, extra base hits, home runs. We know Jack Flaherty's prone to giving up the home run ball. We saw that last year. So I think we're going to see some home runs, guys. I think we're going to see some home runs from the Dodgers. These are one of the best hitters in baseball right now, not the best offensive team. So I think the Dodgers could try to take advantage of that and, get some home runs off of Jack Flaherty early, right? Get some runs early. Take the lead, put the game away. We take a 3-4 run lead. That's exactly what you want, right? Yamamoto could take care of business. If you're watching the stream for the first time, welcome to Dodgers Digest. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We got over 7,000 subscribers, but we're always looking for new ones, right? I mean, we're never going to stop looking for more people to join the Dodgers Digest family. So let's get on the Dodgers Digest bandwagon and sign up. We got a pretty cool channel here. Myself, Brad J, bring you everyday content. We got a weekly live stream on Monday mornings. Monday mornings, we are going live talking Dodger baseball at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. So that's going to be every Mondays. And then, of course, we got these watch-alongs. Going to be doing a bunch of games this year, calling Dodger games. So, yeah, really excited about today. Going to go through the comments here. This is the time to comment because once the game starts, it's going to be hard to see everybody. But Neil before says the ring ceremony. Yeah, it was super cool. It was amazing. It was the best ring ceremony I've ever seen. There hasn't been too many ring ceremonies in LA as of late, right? I mean, it's been kind of rough. It's been, not too many championships. We got the Rams, the Lakers recently, but that was during COVID. So kind of it's been, Rams was 2022, right? But Lakers last one was during COVID, right? So it hasn't really been that many championships as of late in LA. So it's great to see an LA team. We're the best sports market in the United States. There's no doubt about it. Don't let anybody tell you different. We got the best teams, the best fans. We got it all. So LA sports is back. It's on the top. Last year, we proved it again. Dodgers world champions is, yesterday was, as we know, was super cool. We talked all about it yesterday, with Gibby meeting Freddie before the game, throwing the first pitch. They're showing the highlights right now on the broadcast, and that was super cool. Neil before says, great time to be a Dodger fan. That's right. It's a super great time to be a Dodger fan. I mean, this is the time to be a fan because the Dodgers are just so good. They are for me, this is the best they've ever been in my lifetime, right? Maybe some of you who are a little older can remember a time when the Dodgers were at the top before, but this is the best I've ever seen this team. It's been surprising. Last year I didn't expect them to pull it out. I didn't think they had enough pitching to win the World Series. They proved me wrong. They had one of the best offensive performances in baseball history in the playoffs, and you hope that they could build on that going into this year, right? Nico says, hoping they stay healthy all this year. Go Dodgers. That's right, Nico. Go Dodgers. And, health is going to be super important, to say the least, for the Dodgers. As we know, they were talking about it yesterday on the radio. Health is going to be paramount for the Dodgers. And it looks like we're getting set to go here at Dodger Stadium. Yamamoto on the mound, facing Gleyber Torres, the leadoff batter for the Tigers. And the first pitch to Torres is in there for strike one. Fastball on the outside corner. Great pitch there from Yamamoto. So great start. 0-1 pitch is going to be in there for strike two. Off speed, down and away. Picking up a bit of the lower corner of the strike zone. 0-2 pitch to Torres is in the dirt. No reason to throw a strike there with 2 strikes. But thanks for hopping on, everybody. Got a lot of people watching the stream. Over 1,000 you were watching yesterday. I want to thank everybody for the support. The 1-2 pitch is going to be hit to right field to Hernandez, and he's going to make the catch. Fly ball out. So 1 up, 1 down. Great start. And Yamamoto had a great first start against the Cubs last week, right? I mean, this guy was on point. He couldn't have been better. He looked amazing last week. And super excited to see what he could do in his second start, right? Because last week, it was great. So Kerry Carpenter, the number 2 hitter for the Tigers, is now up, and he fouls it away out of play behind home plate. Carpenter, of course, came in as a pinch hitter yesterday, getting his first start of the year, only their second game for the Tigers, right? 0-1 pitch is going to be down and away. The count will go to 1-1. And, Yamamoto's velocity has been amazing, right? It's definitely higher this year. Throwing 97, 98 as the off-speed goes outside to make the count 2-1. You've seen the fastball averaging at least 97, 98 miles an hour, right? Something that last year was like 95, 96, so a couple miles more per hour, which makes a big difference. The 2-1 pitch is going to be pop foul behind home plate. Count will now go to 2-2 here in the top of the first inning. Score is 0-0. Tigers have nobody on. If you're just tuning in, first Friday night home game of the year. It's always fun to go to Dodger Stadium on Friday night, right? The 2-2 pitch is going to be down and away for ball 3. It is a little chilly, though, in L.A. It's definitely beginning of spring. Not summer yet, right? Still some chilly weather out there in L.A., so full count to Carpenter. He's going to hit that in between first and second for a base hit. Hernandez feels it, so Carpenter reaches and picks up his first hit of the year. And the Tigers have their first base runner, their first hit of the game. You know, yesterday we saw the Tigers get a lot of base runners, a lot of action on the bases, right? I mean, we saw that all night long, and it's hard to win baseball games if you're doing that. You can't do that again, right? Hopefully the Dodgers don't do that again. Riley Green now batting for the Tigers, and Green's going to hit that in between first and second for a base hit. So we'll see if Carpenter makes it a third, and he sure does. So the Tigers have first and third with one out here in the top of the first inning, as Green has now reached, hitting the ball in the same location in between first and second. Looked like both those hits were off of the same kind of pitch, too. Off speed, down and away, but the Tiger hitters do a good job, getting on, right? Not grounding out. Because those are pitches that would be ground balls, right? That's kind of what you would expect, not get a base hit. So now Spencer Torkelson will come up. Torkelson throws the pitch. The pitch to Torkelson goes outside for the 1-0 count. Torkelson walked 4 times yesterday. If you were watching yesterday, 4 times he walked. It was crazy. But he got a home run as well as Torkelson fouls the next pitch off his foot. But I can't remember the last time I saw a batter walk 4 times in a ball game, right? And then he got a home run too, so he reached 5 times yesterday. But kind of a crazy day for sure for Torkelson last night. But we'll see what happens today. First and third, big opportunity for the Tigers, right? 1 out. 1-1 pitch to Torkelson is going to be hit off again on his foot. Fouls off the second pitch in a row off of his foot. He's got to be hurting right now, Torkelson. And this is a big moment for Yamamoto, right? Get a strikeout here. Get this to 2 outs. Right now, a fly ball would give the Tigers a lead, right? So it's kind of a big moment here. Early in this game, kind of crazy. Only the top of the first inning. Score is 0-0. The 1-2 pitch to Torkelson is going to be fouled away up the third base line. We had a lot of... Yesterday was one of those high-energy games where we had a lot of base runners, a lot of, action on the bases like I was talking about. And today, it seems like we're going to have the same thing again. Feels like a playoff game, and it's only March. It's pretty crazy. So here's the 1-2 pitch to Torkelson. Swung on and missed. Big strikeout for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Jammed him. Got a big strikeout there inside. That was going to be a pop-up or a ground out, but he swings and misses. Just a tailing pitch there. Big strikeout for Yamamoto. And now it's 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Of course, still first and third for the Tigers. Now Colt Keith, the first baseman, will come to the plate. The first pitch to Keith is down and away. Barnes makes a good stop there. Runners hold at first and third. Austin Barnes, long-time Dodger, right? 11 years with the Dodgers. Pretty crazy. This guy has been through it all, right? 11 years ago. When was that? That was 2014. Wow. Such a long time ago. The 1-0 pitch is to Keith is in there for strike 1, right down the middle, right down the pipe. Keith was the 2023 Detroit Minor League Player of the Year. And yes, last year at 260, so had a good year last year for the Tigers. The 1-1 to Keith is going to be outside for ball 2. It's going to be interesting here. Yamamoto, he pitched so good last year under pressure, under adversity with stress pitches. See how he does this year, right? I have a lot of stress already here in the first inning. The 2-1 pitch is going to be swung on and miss. Outside, gets him to swing. So the count will now go to 2-2. A strike away from getting out of this jam, which would be huge for the Dodgers. The Tigers had first and third with one out. If they could get through this without giving up any runs, it would be huge. And you see the crowd getting loud here at Dodger Stadium. It's going to be a crazy game. Fans are into it tonight. The 2-2 pitch is going to be swung on and miss. A big strikeout for Yamamoto. The same pitch again. Big slider there to get Colt Keith. And we go to the bottom of the first inning with the score 0-0. Yamamoto picking up a couple big Ks there to get out of that jam. We saw that all year long, last year. And Yamamoto continues that this year, getting through the jams, right? Super awesome. Gonna check the comments here in the between innings. Unico says Yamamoto's Cy Young this year. Yeah, it could potentially be Cy Young. Talked about that, I believe, last week on one of our videos. That Dave Roberts actually is the one that brought it up, right? And yeah, definitely could be Cy Young. Jay Villain says can't catch the Dodgers on TV tonight, so you're gonna have to be eyes and ears. All right, thanks a lot. Yeah, we'll be here the whole night, calling the Dodgers. So make sure to stay tuned. Nico says, yeah, there you go, Blue. Big strikeout big 2 strikeouts for Yamamoto. Great start for Yoshinobu. And really excited about today. I mean, get to see now Jack Flaherty come up. And Jack Flaherty, as we know, former Dodger, won the World Series with us, last year. Let's not forget that. And excited to see what he could do against the Dodgers. Well, hopefully the Dodgers can, get some runs early, right? But this was big. Tigers, once again, runners in scoring position. They were 0 for 14 yesterday. 0 for 2 already to start out tonight, right? So, not good if you're a Tiger fan. How many Tiger fans out there watching? Anyway, it doesn't matter what fan, of any fan, it doesn't matter. If you're a fan of the Dodgers, Tigers, I don't care. You could tune in here, but any Tiger fans out there already starting off the day with, 0 for 2 on runners in scoring position. Not the best way to start. So, of course, Shohei Ohtani will be leading off for the Dodgers, right? And Jack Flaherty, we know him, right? The first pitch to Ohtani is down and away for ball 1. Jack Flaherty had a great year last year, right? 3.17 ERA, 13-7, World Series champion. I would say it was a successful year, right? The 1-0 pitch is down and away for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Scored 0-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Tigers had first and third with one out, top of the first, unable to capitalize. Saw that all night long yesterday. And the 2-0 pitch to Ohtani is going to be outside for ball 3. So really good at bat so far for Shohei. Showing a lot of patience, which we've seen that his whole career, right? Doesn't swing at bad pitches. Is he getting the green light here, though? 3-0, inside for ball 4. Inside for ball 4. So, great walk for Shohei Ohtani to start off this game. All 4 pitches clearly out of the strike zone. Seemed like Jack Flaherty was a little bit worried about Ohtani, right? He wasn't going to leave anything in the strike zone to Shohei. And that's kind of what we saw there on that at a bat, right? Definitely a little bit worrisome, right? For sure. So the first pitch to Mookie is going to be hit foul and out of play. Count will go to 0-1. The Mookie got a hit yesterday. He's been dealing with a terrible stomach flu, losing 25 pounds. And really crazy that Mookie's out there after what happened, right? 0-1 pitch to Mookie. He's outside for ball 1. Count will now go to 1-1. Super important to see, Ohtani, stealing the bases, right? I mean, that's going to be the big question this year. The 1-1 pitch is going to be hit to the second baseman, gets it at first to Keith, and double play Mookie Betts hits into. Of course, second baseman Torres steps on second base and throws it over to Keith for second out. So double play. Not the best way to start the day for Mookie Betts. And Jack Flaherty gives a little smile to Freddie Freeman as he comes up to the plate. First pitch to Freeman is going to be outside for ball 1. Yesterday, Freeman went 0 for 4. A little bit of a tough day on opening day. Freeman, of course, had that rib injury back in the Japan, missed those Japan games. The next pitch to Freeman is going to be swung on and missed. Make the count 1-1 here in the bottom of the first inning. The 1-1 pitch is going to be hit deep to center field. That looks to stay in play, and Kreidler's got it. And we'll go to the top of the second inning with the score 0-0. We'll be right back on Dodgers Digest. We're back here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. The first pitch to McKinstry is in there for strike 1. Top of the second inning, the score is 0-0. The 0-1 pitch is going to be down and away for ball 1. Count goes to 1-1. Tigers blew a big opportunity back in the top of the first inning, leading first to third. 1-1 pitch to McKinstry's in there for strike 2. Inside corner. Now the 1-2 will be swung on and missed for Yamamoto's third strikeout of the game. Big strikeout for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. This guy, his movement is just looking really good on his pitches right now, right? It's looking super good. And that's something that's been, important to see for sure, right? A lot of movement on his pitches. And looking at that replay, just how the pitch just dives there, it's pretty crazy. Right in the strike zone, impossible for McKinstry to hit. Dylan Dingler, now the batter for the Tigers. First pitch, 0-1 count to Dingler's down and away for ball 1. Dylan Dingler getting his first start of the 25 season. Of course, yesterday the Tigers had Jake Rogers behind the plate. Dingler, the catcher today, batting 7th for the Tigers. So nobody on, no one out here in the top of the second. Score is 0-0. ring ceremony tonight at Dodger Stadium. Hopefully everybody caught it, or at least you heard it on the radio. The 1-1 pitch is going to be fouled away by Dingler and out of play over right field. And, of course, today we got Oral and Joe on the call. Always fun to listen to these guys. They do a great job. The 1-2 pitch is going to be hit deep by Dingler into center field, and that is gone for a home run. You knew that pitch was gone as soon as Dingler hit it, right? So Dingler gets his first hit of the season, and it's a home run, and the Tigers lead 1-0. So big home run for Dingler. Crushing it out of the ballpark in his center field, 410 feet, according to the broadcast. It's a big swing there from Dingler. And tough start for Yamamoto. Already given up 3 hits now in the first 2 innings. But once again, the Tigers get a hit and score without runners in scoring position, right? Yesterday we saw that. They were unable to do that as the first pitch to Sweeney is in there for strike 1. Trey Sweeney, shortstop tonight for the Tigers. 0-1 to Sweeney's in there for strike 2, and the just nips the outside corner. Left-handed batter, Trey Sweeney. Of course, traded from the Dodgers to the Tigers, right? Last year in the Jack Flaherty trade. Sweeney, one of the minor league prospects, getting the start tonight against his old team. 0-2 to Sweeney, swung on and missed as Yamamoto now picks up his 4th strikeout of the night. A splitter down and away. 4 Ks now for Yamamoto. That was a nasty pitch. It definitely fooled Sweeney. That pitch was down and away, and definitely fooled him, right? So Ryan Kreidler will come down to the plate, number 9 hitter, former UCLA Bruin. First pitch to Kreidler is outside for ball 1. Kreidler is a player that hasn't had too much major league time, only 35 games last year. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. And, the Tigers just really been dangerous in these 2 games, right? Which is a little bit surprising. It seems like the Tigers are going to be competitive then. Team that could potentially, the 1-1 pitch is outside for ball 2. The Tigers maybe, AL Central is a possibility, right? You never know. I mean, the way this team is built, now they got Flaherty back and Skubal. We saw Skubal yesterday. He had a somewhat decent day, kind of fell apart with the home runs. The 2-1 pitch to Kreidler swung on and missed for strike 2. The count will go to 2-2. Top of the second inning, Tigers 1, Dodgers nothing. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed a 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed by Kreidler. We go to the bottom of the second inning with the score Tigers 1, Dodgers nothing. I want to thank everybody for hopping on today on the stream. We got some comments. Backyard Boogeyman says, good stuff, Mike. Enjoy the game. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Jay Villain Chillin says, Tigers look hungry. They look like they're tough to beat. Definitely. They look tough to beat this year. And Yamamoto has looked pretty good, though. We got to talk about him. 5 strikeouts so far, right? I mean, sure, he gives up the home run to Dingler, but he's had 5 strikeouts going through the lineup for the first time in the first 2 innings. So it's been a pretty decent outing so far for Yamamoto for sure, right? It's been a pretty decent outing, and I think it's been exciting to watch for sure. Yamamoto. I think he's looked great. Of course, Jack Flaherty pitching for the Tigers tonight, and going to be looking forward to seeing how the Dodgers can take advantage of Jack Flaherty, right? I mean, they definitely know this guy. He used to be a Dodger pitcher, and, it's going to be exciting to see how he does, right? How the Dodgers can, they know the kind of pitches he throws. They've seen him in batting practice. They've seen him warm up all the time. So, I mean, you saw the first at bat against Ohtani, right? I mean, didn't really throw him much, right? Because Ohtani knows all his pitches, right? He knows all his pitches, and going to be looking forward to seeing this game. This is a competitive series, right? Like we're talking about, the Tigers look like they're going to be a tough team to beat all year long. So it's always good to get a matchup against a team, that is going to be competitive, right? I think that's the best thing, right? It makes your team better. So Freddie Freeman, of course, was the last batter. So now Teoscar Hernandez will come to the plate for the Dodgers. Jack Flaherty, 10 pitches in the first inning. The first pitch to Hernandez is down and away for ball one. We've seen Flaherty throw that same pitch on a lot of the first, a lot of the bats he's had so far tonight. He's throwing that same first pitch, right? The 1-0 pitch to Hernandez is going to be outside for ball two. Count will now go to 2-0. Bottom of the second inning, Tigers 1, Dodgers nothing. 2-0 pitch is going to be in there for strike one. Hernandez was one of those MVPs for sure for the Dodgers all year long, and had already had a home run yesterday, right? 2-1 pitches outside for ball three. So we've seen Flaherty fall behind in the counts for sure in these bats so far. Falling behind, kind of being a little choosy what he's going to throw. 3-1 pitch is going to be swung on and miss. The breaking pitch that was in the strike zone, but fooled Hernandez for sure. Looked like Hernandez was looking for a fastball on that swing. So full count to Teoscar. The 3-2 pitch is going to be hit to right field, and that does not drop for a hit. Big catch there for Kerry Carpenter. Diving catch. It was close, but from Kerry Carpenter's smile, it looks like he does make that play. But that was a tough play for sure, right? The ball was falling, and Kerry Carpenter makes a big diving catch there in right field. So 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Max Muncy will now come to the plate. Muncy takes the ball outside to make the count 1-0. Muncy only played 73 games last year, right? All the injuries, had hit 232, had 15 homers. 1-0 pitch is going to be down and away. Looked like ball two, but the umpire calls it a strike. Even Max Muncy smiling about it. He can't believe it. Jack Flaherty smiling about it. Yeah, there's no way that was a strike. Come on. That was clearly out of the strike zone. Down and away, and Max Muncy and Jack Flaherty having a laugh about it as Muncy fouls off the next pitch. So we'll go to 1-2. Yeah, come on. That was clearly, a ball, right? But now I have 2 strikes here in the bottom of the second inning. The 1-2 pitch is going to be hit to the shortstop Sweeney. Gets it to first to Keith for the second out of the bottom of the second inning. So another ground out. Flaherty looking in control here early in this game. And now Tommy Edman will come to the plate. Tommy Edman playing second base tonight, right? With Miguel Rojas starting yesterday. Today we get Tommy Edman. So the first pitch to Edman is going to be in there for strike one. Edman kind of already had a pretty awesome start, to say the least, for this year, right? Hitting a home run yesterday, looking real good already at the plate. The 0-1 pitch is going to be in there for strike two. Yesterday, getting a big home run. They're showing the replay on the broadcast now. What a day for Edman. I just really like those jerseys they used yesterday. Those jerseys that they're, jerseys they're using now, it's awesome, right? Love the gold jerseys. They look great. The 0-2 pitch is going to be swung on and missed for strike three. So we'll go to the third inning with the Tigers leading 1-0. All right, we're back here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. Tigers are leading the Dodgers 1-0 as we will go down to the top of the third inning. This will be the second time through the lineup for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Picked up 5 strikeouts his first time through, or gave up a home run. Tigers got 3 hits out of that. Got a couple hits in the first and got the home run in the second. So we'll see what Yamamoto does second time through the lineup, right? First pitch to Torres is outside for ball 1. So the count will be 1-0. 1-0 pitch is going to be in there for strike 2 on the outside corner. Perfect pitch from Yoshinobu Yamamoto. We've seen that all year long last year. Pitches that are impossible to hit, right? The 1-1 pitch to Torres is down and away for ball 2. Torres, former Yankee, right? Now with the Tigers. The 2-1 pitch is going to be hit to left field. That's going way back, and it will go over the wall for a home run. Just barely got over Conforto's glove there. It was hard to see on the broadcast, but yes, that ball does get over. And that's the second home run for the Tigers. And Torres is clutching his hamstring there after hitting the ball out of the park. Over the fence. So we'll see if Torres stays in this game, gets injured while hitting a home run. That's not every day you see that. But the Tigers lead 2-0. Looks like a fastball that was inside. Looked like it was going to jam him. But yes, that ball just barely gets over the wall there. And yeah, Torres is clearly in pain. He looks like he pulled a hamstring or a groin while swinging the bat. And Yamamoto now surrenders the second home run of the game. Kerry Carpenter at the plate now. 1 for 1 today. Got a single in his first at-bat. And the Tigers cash it in early, right? Something they didn't do yesterday. Dodger Stadium has gotten pretty quiet. The 1-0 pitch to Carpenter is swung on and missed for strike 1. We'll see how Yamamoto can, compose himself after giving up 2 home runs here early in this game. Tigers, are a team that looks like they really want to try to get some wins early, right? Try to set the tone early. The 1-1 pitch to Carpenter is going to be grounded to Mookie Betts, and he'll get it to first. A low throw, but Freeman makes a good play. And first out here in the top of the third inning. Looked like the Dodgers are playing a bit of a shift there. Not a complete shift, right, because you can't go totally across that second base, but they had Mookie Betts playing a little bit to the center, right? In good positioning, right? And the ball kind of got to him, and he's able to get it to Freeman, right? And now Riley Green, the batter for the Tigers, he takes strike 1. Riley Green, the left fielder for the Tigers today. 0-1 pitch is down and away for ball 1. Mookie Betts moving from the outfield back to the infield, right? The 1-1 pitch is going to be hit to Freeman. It will stay in play, and they'll get it to Yamamoto, who was covering first for the second out. Ball just barely stayed fair. But great play by Yamamoto covering first, right? Something that Garrett Cole didn't do last year in the World Series, right? Well, Yamamoto does it there. He covers first to get the out. Just a incredible play that will live on for baseball's histories, right? I mean, Garrett Cole not covering first, the Dodgers taking advantage, the rest was history. Dodgers win the World Series. So Spencer Torkelson will come to the plate. He takes strike 1. Torkelson struck out his first time up. 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Tigers lead 2-0. Nobody on. 0-1 pitch is down and away for ball 1. Talk about Mookie Betts, how he's playing the position, moving from outfield to infield, and how that's going to be an adjustment, right? 1-1 pitch is going to be down and away for ball 2. Spencer Torkelson had a lot of walks yesterday, and 4 walks, I should say, yesterday, and Had good pitch selection for sure. The 2-1 pitch is going to be in there for strike 2. Count will now go to 2-2. Be great if Yamamoto can get through this without giving up any more runs to try to get us to the bottom of the third inning. So, Dodgers trailing early. You know you're going to have adversity. The 2-2 pitch to Torkelson's fouled away up the third base line. Talking about yesterday, all the errors that Mookie had at short, right? Had 9 errors last season. 8 throwing errors, which, of course, is a pretty high number, right? But not a position he's used to. As the next pitch is going to be hit to center field for a base hit. Pajes will field it. So Torkelson reaches once again. Torkelson now reaches for his 6th time this season, right? So Tigers got a runner at first base, and Colt Keith, the first baseman, will come to the plate. Colt Keith struck out his first time up. Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing. Top of the third inning. First pitch to Keith is outside for ball 1. Don't expect Torkelson to steal any bases. He doesn't seem, you never know, right? But I don't think they'll steal on Yamamoto here with 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch to Keith is in there for strike 1. Good pitch there, off speed on the outside corner. Good pitch for sure. You know, they're talking about how Spencer Torkelson hit .340 this spring. So he had some very good numbers for the Tigers this year, and he's starting off the regular season very well. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed by Keith. Now the count will go to 1-2. 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing. A couple home runs for the Tigers early in this game. The 1-2 pitch is going to be down and away for ball 2. You know, Tigers still haven't gotten a hit yet with runners in scoring position, right? 0 for 2 already to start out this game. Those two runs they've gotten so far were solo shots. So the 2-2 pitch is going to be down and away, and Torkelson takes off on a low pitch. He gets a stolen base. So that pitch was down and away, and Austin Barnes had a hard time making the stop there, and Torkelson took off. So the Tigers have a runner in scoring position yet again at second base. I mean, it's been like every inning so far in this series, the Tigers have had runners in scoring position. We'll see what they could do here. Yet to get a hit with runners in scoring position in this series. And this next pitch to Keith is going to be in there for ball 4. So the Tigers now have first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning with a 2-0 lead. And Zach McKinstry will come to the plate. McKinstry struck out his first time up. Yamamoto has struck out 5 batters, so it's been. He's had some good at-bats, some good, good moments in this game. But just have given up a couple home runs, right? So, big moment. McKinstry swings and misses at the first pitch to make the count 0-1. Tigers trying to get something more, trying to get some runs with runners in scoring position, right? They haven't been able to knock any runs in yet. And this is a big moment for Yamamoto to try to get through this jam to keep the score 2-0. The 0-1 pitch to McKinstry is going to be hit to Freddie Freeman at first, and he'll step on first. So a big play for sure. Yamamoto getting through the jam again. The Tigers are now 0 for 3 runners in scoring position as they just can't hit with runners on. But we'll go to the bottom of the third inning with the Tigers leading 2-0. They have 5 hits so far in this game. Dodgers don't have any hits yet. But it's been a good start for sure for Yamamoto pitching through the jams. Jay Williamson says the entire 5th inning was incredible. Yeah, the World Series was absolutely incredible. Black Bear says, let's go Dodgers. Yeah, it was an incredible moment to say the least. That 5th inning last year in the World Series. It was crazy, right? The Yankees completely blowing it. Garrett Cole not touching first, not covering first. Aaron Judge, having one of the biggest blunders in the outfield, one of the biggest errors ever, right? I mean, come on. It was clearly just a weak fly ball to him, right? And wasn't able to make the play. We could talk about that World Series for years, right? That Yankees-Dodgers World Series is going to live on forever. But let's talk about this game. Tigers leading 2-0. Dodgers got to try to get some offense going, right? It's been a bit of a quiet day, to say the least, for the Dodgers offensively. And so far, all the action has been the Tigers getting 5 hits so far, getting a couple home runs. They've had a pretty, high-action day for sure in this game. Just like yesterday, right? We saw that yesterday. The Tigers kind of getting a lot of action on the bases, a lot of base runners, and same thing is happening so far today, right? We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Tigers leading 2-0. Of course, we'll see what the Dodgers could do against Jack Flaherty. Jack Flaherty's looked pretty good here in the first couple innings. He hasn't made any mistakes, right? Been a mistake-free so far for Jack Flaherty, which is what, major league hitters are going to take advantage of. They're showing the rings right now. Just an amazing, the Dodgers have rings, and they have a ring ceremony. It's so cool, right? It's awesome. First time in 4 years, right? 21, they did this. Although 21, or if I'm not mistaken, the coronavirus pandemic was still going on when the 21 season started, so the ring ceremony was a bit pushed back. So here we go. Michael Conforto batting for the Dodgers. First pitch to Conforto is in there for strike one. Conforto making his Dodger Stadium debut, right? As a Dodger, former Giant. 0-1 pitch to Conforto is in there for strike two, although looked down and away. So Flaherty has thrown that pitch 2 times in this game. Curveball falling out and changeup falling out, and he's gotten that call twice. So if I'm Flaherty, I'm going to throw it again if the umpire's going to keep calling it. Clearly down and away as Conforto fouls that off of the backstop to keep the count 0-2. Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing. Bottom of the third inning, nobody on. Kind of a cool day at Dodger Stadium. A rare spring day. 0-2 pitch is going to be swung on and missed for strike 3. So Jack Flaherty picks up a strikeout. Start off this third inning, his second strikeout of the game. And Andy Pajes, center fielder for tonight's game, will now be the batter, batting 8th tonight for the Dodgers. Austin Barnes on deck. And then you know who's next after Barnes, right? Let's get some runners on for Ohtani, right? That would be the best. The first pitch to Pajes is outside for ball 1. Pajes hitting at 248 last year, player that everybody's looking forward to see what he can do this year, right? 1-0 pitch is going to be in there for strike 1 to make the count 1-1. Flaherty's been working quick here tonight for sure. The 1-1 pitch is going to be inside for ball 2. Definitely working quick, to say the least, right? Not giving the Dodgers any chance to get any rhythm going. The 2-1 pitch is going to be hit foul behind first base. Nobody on here in the bottom of the third inning. 1 out. Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing. Showing the replay with the baseball hitting the camera. It's always funny how foul balls, you just never know where they're going to go, right? You just never know. The 2-2 pitch to Pajes is going to be outside for ball 3. So full count. If Pajes can reach, should be paramount for the Dodgers to try to get some base runners for Ohtani. The 3-2 pitch is going to be in there for strike 3. Another strikeout for Flaherty. It's third of the night as Pajes strikes out looking. And Austin Barnes will now come to the plate for the Dodgers. was a good frame job for sure by Dingler, the catcher, right? Because it looked like that ball was a little bit outside. It might have nipped that outside edge, but it was a good frame job for sure by the Tigers catcher, Dylan Dingler. The first pitch to Barnes is going to be in there for strike one. Also nipping that inside edge. So Dingler has done a good job for the Tigers kind of framing those pitches to get him to get the strike calls, right? The 0-1 pitch to Barnes is going to be a check swing. They appeal the first, and it's a strike. So the count will now go to 0-2. So Flaherty a strike away from getting through this inning and striking out the side, right? Already with a couple Ks in this inning. Striking out Conforto and Pajes. The 0-2 pitch to Barnes is going to be swung on and missed. Fastball right down the middle, 95. We go to the top of the fourth inning with the Tigers leading 2-0. We're back here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. Tigers lead 2-0 here in the top of the fourth inning. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, already 5 Ks so far. And Dylan Dingler, of course, picking up a home run back in the second, now the batter for the Tigers. First pitch into Dingler's in there for strike one. You know, Dingler, of course, hit 167 last year. Not a batter that you're expecting to do much, but tonight already got a home run, right? The 0-1 pitch to be upstairs for ball one. The count will now go to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Dingler is in there for strike two. The Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing, top of the fourth inning. The 1-2 pitch to Dingler's in there for strike two. The fastball on the outside edge of that strike zone, picking up his 6th strikeout of the day, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. So once again, Yamamoto's had good moments in this game, right? It's not like he's throwing bad pitches, right? I mean, he's had a couple mistakes. But at the same time, he's striking out the batters. Already 6 strikeouts. The next pitch is going to be next batter, Sweeney grounds out to Edman, who's the second baseman, who throws it to first to Freeman for the second out. So 1 pitch. And now 2 outs here in the top of the fourth inning. Ryan Kreidler now the batter for the Tigers, number 9 hitter. Top of the 4th inning. Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing. Talking about how there's of course doing projection systems for the American League. Pretty interesting stat Joe Davis was talking about as the first pitch to Kreidler is a strike, 0-1, swings and misses. How no computer has any American League team winning more than 90 games this year, right? It just shows you how wide open the American League is. The 0-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. The count will now go to 0-2. And, the American League is definitely wide open with the Yankees having, their injuries, right? I mean, I think that's the big difference, right? This year, 0-2 pitches outside for ball 1. The Yankees, with Garrett Cole out for the year, Stanton injured, I mean, they're definitely in big trouble, right? So it kind of opens the door to any American League team, and that's why I believe that stat of no team winning 90 games is definitely true. And the 1-2 pitch is going to be swung on and missed for strike 3, so Yamamoto picks up his 7th strikeout of the day. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning with the Tigers leading 2-0. So if you're seeing the stream for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I want to thank everybody who's already hopped on the stream here in the first couple innings. Well, not a couple innings, it's already 4th innings. The game is flying right by, right? Check the comments here. Nico's saying the worst defensive inning in World Series history. Yeah, got to agree with that. That was the worst defensive inning in World Series history, going back to what we were talking about with the Yankees. It was a complete meltdown. Luckily we were on the good side, right? We were on the team that took advantage of that meltdown, because I personally don't know any real diehard Yankee fans, but for the ones that do, I mean, I don't know how they felt after blowing that World Series, because the Yankees win that Game 5. We don't know what could have happened the next couple games, right? I mean, I'm confident with Yamamoto pitching Game 6 that the Dodgers would have taken care of business, but you just don't know, right? I mean, it could have got to a Game 7, and anything could have happened in Game 7 with the Dodgers being as shorthanded as they were with their pitching, right? We'll take a quick break here on Dodgers Digest, and we'll be right back. Back here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. Tigers leading the Dodgers 2-0. Going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Jack Flaherty's been perfect so far for the Tigers, right? 9 hitters, 9 outs so far. First 3 innings. So Ohtani will come up. Well, I shouldn't say perfect. He's having a no-hitter, right? Because he did get a walk in the first inning, right? So far throwing a no-hitter. Jack Flaherty, right? So the first pitch to Ohtani is outside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch to Ohtani is going to be popped up. And Sweeney, the shortstop's out there, but also the center fielder of the Tigers is able to make that play, Ryan Kreidler. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Mookie Betts will now come to the plate. Mookie Betts grinding into a double play his first time up. So Flaherty getting Ohtani to go 0 for 1 so far today, right? So I would say that's pretty successful for Flaherty. The first pitch to Betts is in there for strike 1. And Flaherty's also done his homework, right? I mean, he had a few months to prepare for this game, right? I mean, he signed with the Tigers a couple months ago, and he knows exactly who he's facing. The 0-1 pitch is outside for ball 1. Interested to see what A.J. Hinch is going to do with Jack Flaherty. I mean, he has, 40 pitches. It's only the 4th inning, You could be thinking going 6-7 innings for Flaherty. 1-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. Good pitch there from Flaherty. The Dodger hitters are, Flaherty's having a good night. I mean, let's be honest. He's pitching well. The 1-2 pitch to Betts is going to be hit to the third baseman McKinstry. He gets it to Keith at first for the out. So 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So Freddie Freeman will now come to the plate, batting third for the Dodgers today. Freddie Freeman flew out his first time up. First pitch to Freeman is going to be in there for strike 1. Fastball right down the middle. Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing. Bottom of the 4th inning. 2 outs, nobody on. Dodgers still looking for their first hit of the game. 0-1 pitch is outside for ball 1. Dodgers have only had 1 base runner in this game. Ohtani reached on a walk. 1-1 pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. Of course, the Dodgers relied so much on their offense last year. 2-1 pitch is going to be hit foul off the backstop. Last year, they relied so much on their offense, and it's going to be, paramount once again for them to get a lot of runs, to support their team, right? You can't have days like that where you don't get any hits. 2-2 pitch is going to be hit to the second baseman Torres for the line out. We go to the top of the 5th inning with the Tigers leading 2-0. Now we're back here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. Go to the top of the 5th inning with the Tigers leading 2-0. Dodgers still looking for their first hit of this game as Gleyber Torres will take ball 1 to start off this 5th inning. Yamamoto still in the game, 71 pitches. 1-0 pitch to Torres is outside for ball 2. The count will now go to 2-0. Third time through the lineup for Yamamoto. Already 7 strikeouts for Yamamoto. 2-0 pitch is going to be hit foul by Torres over the right field line. Like I said, it's been a solid day for Yamamoto. He's given up a couple home runs, but he just hasn't had any run support. He hasn't had any offensive support, right? Dodgers still haven't gotten any hits today. That's the big story. Jack Flaherty, pitching great, former Dodger. The 2-1 pitch to Torres is going to be a check swing, and it's a strike. So the count will now go to 2-2. Yamamoto working quick here tonight. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's going to be down and away for ball 3. So full count now. Nobody out. Top of the 5th inning. Tigers 2. Dodgers nothing. 75 pitches for Yamamoto. So it's been a lot of pitches for sure. 3-2 pitches. It looks like that was a strike. They call that ball 4, but looked like it clearly nipped the top of the strike zone. An off-speed pitch, but umpire sees it different. So walk for Torres. He'll reach now. So Tigers have a runner at first base, nobody out. And Kerry Carpenter will now come to the plate. The first pitch to Carpenter is outside for ball 1. Gary Carpenter at 284 last year. 1 for 2 today with the hit. The 1-0 pitch is going to be down and away for ball 2. Count will now go to 2-0. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. Tigers have had base runners in, 4 of the 5 innings so far? Already got another base runner in this one. 2-0 pitch is going to be fouled away to make it 2-1. Fouled off to the backstop. They're talking about how Kerry Carpenter had a lot of back injuries, missed half the year last year, trying to stay healthy for the Tigers. Of course, we know back injuries are always tough when you're a baseball player. 2-1 pitches swung on and missed to make the count 2-2. Anthony Banda now warming up for the Dodgers and the Dodger bullpen. So this potentially could be Yamamoto's final inning, right? I mean, the way the Dodgers operate their pitching staff, only the top of the 5th, but Yamamoto having already 80 pitches, and he's had a lot of stress pitches for sure in this game. With the Tigers, having a lot of base runners, getting a lot of hits. I think Yamamoto's pitching his last inning, and the Tigers get a few runners on, they might take him out early. As Yamamoto checks on Torres at first, but Torres is back safe. Back in there safe. So Kerry Carpenter, the 2-2 count here in the top of the 5th inning. Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing. 2-2 pitch is going to be swung on and missed. Yes, did not get a piece of that as Smith holds on to the ball and strikeout, 8th strikeout for Yamamoto in this game. Yeah, it didn't get any contact. So big strikeout for Yamamoto. First out here at the top of the 5th inning. So now Riley Green, left fielder, batting for the Tigers as Yamamoto checks on the runner once again. Of course, with the new rule that was enacted a few years back, you can only do that 3 times, right? So that's the new rule. The first pitch to Green is in there for ball 1, down and away. Close to being a strike. Umpire sees it as a ball. Like they're talking about, just miss, although it was very close. I mean, the umpire has been a little bit strict for sure with both pitchers. More with Yamamoto, I would say. The 1-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Yamamoto hasn't gotten the calls at times today, and that has also been a challenge. It's always a challenge, right? When you're a pitcher and you're not getting the calls, it's always difficult. The 1-1 pitch is down and away for ball 2. Spencer Torkelson on deck for the Tigers. The 2-1 pitch to Green is going to be fouled off of his foot And Green winces in pain there. Fouling a ball off your foot definitely hurts. So the count will now go to 2-2. Looks like he has a guard there on his leg, but still, that's going to hurt when you foul that ball off your foot like that. As Green steps back in the box and we're ready to go. Yamamoto versus Riley Green. 2-2 pitch is going to be swung on and missed for strike 3 as Yamamoto now picks up his 9th strikeout of the game and getting the Tigers to strike out again on that splitter. He's been throwing that splitter a lot today with 2 strikes, right? And it's worked out pretty well, picking up 7 of his 9 strikeouts with the splitter. So definitely has looked good. They're talking about how he has 17 swings and misses in this game. Pretty crazy. As Spencer Torkelson will now come up to the plate for the Tigers. First pitch to Torkelson is upstairs for ball 1. Torkelson 1 for 2 today. Batted over 300 in spring training. Trying to continue that good offensive output here with the Tigers. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Tigers have a runner at first. 1-0 pitch is a check swing. They appeal the first, but it will be a ball. So the count will go to 2-0. Tigers trying to build on their lead. Dodgers still looking for their first hit. The 2-0 pitch to Torkelson is in there for strike 1. Jack Flaherty, no-hitter through 4 innings. The 2-1 pitch to Torkelson is in there for strike 2. Right on the outside corner. Great pitch from Yamamoto. There's no way Torkelson could get any contact on that. It's right on the outside corner fastball. Perfect pitch as the crowd stands as one and trying to will Yamamoto to get through this inning, right? This is probably his final batter. 90 pitches for Yamamoto today so far. 2-2 pitch is going to be in there for strike 3. His 10th strikeout of the game as Torkelson strikes out looking. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning with the Tigers leading 2-0. We're back here on a Dodgers Digest. Teoscar Hernández takes ball one. Jack Flaherty still in the game. 1-0 pitch is going to be fouled off of the catcher, Dylan Dingler. Of course, they're talking about how it's a career high for Yoshinobu Yamamoto in a game today. 10 strikeouts, the most strikeouts he's had in a game in his career. The 1-1 pitch is going to be fouled away by Teoscar Hernandez. So the count will now go to 1-2. It's been an interesting day, to say the least, for both. Both pitchers have been great, right? The 1-2 pitch is down and away for ball two to Teoscar. Hernandez flied out his first time up, but both pitchers, Flaherty and Yamamoto, both teammates on this World Series winning team last year, have been great, right? Yamamoto only has given up those 2 home runs. He's pitched through jams, and Flaherty has yet to give up a hit. The count will now go to 3-2. The next pitch was outside. Jack Flaherty lived up to the moment last year in winning the World Series. The 3-2 pitch is down and away for ball four, as the Dodgers now have their second base runner of the game. And we'll see if they can get something going here, right? Trailing 2-0. Max Muncy will not come to the plate. This is the time to get something going, right? Now it's going to be the second time to the lineup for Jack Flaherty. The Dodgers have had a chance to kind of see what Flaherty's going to bring to the table. And you hope the Dodgers can do something, right, offensively. That's what you hope they could do. The first pitch to Muncy is down and away for ball one. Muncy, talking about before he started, in spring training, he was talking about how this year he's going to work on, not striking out so much, right? And that's kind of what we hope to see from Muncy. The 1-0 pitch is going to be in there for strike one. Muncy has struggled with the strikeout his whole career, striking out, but hopefully this year he's a more patient hitter, right? Which is what you hope for Max Muncy. Hernandez at first. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Muncy swings and misses to make the count 1-2. Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing. Dodgers still looking for their first hit of the game. That's the big story. No hits so far for the Dodgers. That's the big story right now. As soon as the Dodgers get that first hit, I think everybody will breathe a little bit easier. The 1-2 pitch is outside for ball two. Count will now go to 2-2. I can't remember the last time the Dodgers have gone hitless this long in a game. It's been a while. At least with this team, these guys, right? This kind of team that they got. The 2-2 pitch is going to be swung on and missed for strike three. Big strikeout for Jack Flaherty, his 5th strikeout of the game. And just like I was talking, I jinxed Max Muncy, right? I was talking about how Muncy is going to work on not striking out this year, and he strikes out, right? Oh, boy. Broadcaster's jinx. So that's a K for Max Muncy, and Tommy Edman will now come to the plate. Second baseman today, he grounded out his first time up. First pitch to Edman's in there for strike one. Fastball in the outside corner. Perfect pitch from Jack Flaherty. Only has 59 pitches so far. And it's the 5th inning, so he's definitely going to be in there for the long haul. Yamamoto looks like he is going to check out of this game. Roberts gave him a bit of a hug after his last strikeout. The 0-1 pitch is outside for ball one. Like I said, Yamamoto had about 90 pitches leaving the 5th inning, so expect the Dodgers to make a change here going into the 6th. Just the way the Dodgers operate, right? The 1-1 pitch to Edman, he shows bunt, but he pulls back, so the count will now go to 2-1. Was not a good pitch to bunt on. It was like a pitch out, right? So there's not a good pitch to bunt on. So good job for Edman pulling back, right? Hernandez at first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing. The 2-1 pitch is going to be grounded foul off of the backstop. So the count will now go to 2-2. Been a lot of 2-strike counts tonight for Jack Flaherty, right? We've seen that a lot. Dodger hitters having to, bat against Flaherty in a 2-strike count. A 2-2 pitch is going to be hit to the over the second baseman's head, Torres. This will be the Dodgers' first hit of the game. As now the Dodgers have first and second with one out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. As Edman breaks breaks through, right? Getting that first hit for the Dodgers, kind of a squib hit. And Torres tried to throw throw Hernandez off, right? He showed like he was going to catch the ball. He clearly wasn't going to catch it, right? But if you're watching on TV, you can see Torres kind of tried to fake out the runners, right? But it didn't work. And we now have first and second with one out. You're in the bottom of the fifth inning. Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing. It's the first time the Dodgers have a runner in scoring position this game. And Michael Conforto will now come to the plate. Michael Conforto struck out his first time up. Conforto coming over from the San Francisco Giants that did not expect the Dodgers to sign a Giants free agent. But they sure did. He had 20 homers last year. The first pitch to Conforto swung on and missed. He had his, probably his best season of his career, I would say, last year with the Giants. Right? Did very well on the road. They're showing the stats. 17 home runs on the road. Only 3 at AT&T. Kind of strange numbers. As Conforto hits that to the third baseman, they get to go to second for one, and they try to go to first for two, but Conforto beats out the double play. But they do get one out there on that play. So Dodgers now have first and third with 2 outs. As McKinstry grounds it perfectly, goes to second to Sweeney, but it was not the best throw from Sweeney over to Keith, right? It was a bad. I mean, they would have got Conforto. Conforto's not a fast runner. It was a bad throw from Trey Sweeney, and that extends the inning, right? This could potentially be huge, right? Because Trey Sweeney, had a shot to get Conforto at first, right? It was not a good throw from Trey, and it was a wide throw. Colt Keith made a great play at first, so that ball doesn't go to the dugout. And now the Dodgers have first and third with 2 outs. It's a big moment. Dodgers got to try to capitalize. I don't believe they called it an error. I think they should have called it a throwing error, but I don't think they did. So this is a big moment for Andy Pajes, a young player, center fielder today for the Dodgers. First and third, 2 outs. Bottom of the fifth inning. Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing. First pitch to Pajes is swung on and missed fastball right down the middle. Pajes struck out his first time up. Austin Barnes on deck for the Dodgers. 0-1 pitch is going to hit Pajes on the back. So the Dodgers will have the bases loaded with 2 outs. I believe that hit him. Or are they going to say that hit the bat? Let's check the replay. Yeah, that clearly hit Pajes, yeah. It clearly hit him. So bases loaded for Austin Barnes, the catcher. 2 outs, though. Dodgers need a base hit. This is the biggest moment of this game. And, of course, you guys know who's on deck. Shohei Ohtani's on deck, right? So this is a big moment, to say the least, for the Dodgers, right? Huge moment. The first pitch to Barnes is outside for ball 1. I mean, if Barnes can get on, walk, or reach here, and they keep the bases loaded for Ohtani, I mean, come on. That's exactly what Dodger fans want, right? 1-0 pitch to Barnes is down and away for ball 2. Good take for Austin Barnes as you hear the Let's Go Dodgers chant at Dodger Stadium. Fans are starting to wake up. The 2-0 pitch to Barnes is going to be hit to right field. This is going to be a fly ball that the Tigers right fielder is able to make a play on. And we go to the 6th inning with the Tigers leading 2-0. Big moment there for the Dodgers not being able to capitalize. Austin Barnes, flying out to Carpenter and right. And you would have liked Ohtani to come up with the bases loaded, right? That would have been the ideal moment to get Ohtani to come up with the bases loaded. But at least the Dodgers get their first hit of the game, right? I mean, it's been a great outing so far for Jack Flaherty. I mean, Jack Flaherty has been absolutely extraordinary today for the Tigers, right? It's been pretty crazy because Jack Flaherty, former Dodger, former world champion, right? Well, he's always going to be a world champion, right? Jack Flaherty will always be a world champion, but he's pitched definitely very well tonight for the Tigers, right? So if you're seeing the channel for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We got about 38% of the ones who are watching these videos who have already hit the sub button, but 61% of you have not subscribed yet. Make sure to subscribe. We got watch-alongs. We got a daily videos coming out every day on Dodger news, Dodger happenings, 12 months out of the year. We do it all year long, even in the off season. There's always something to talk about Dodger-related, so make sure to sub the channel, right, so you don't miss out on Dodger content, right, because if you don't sub, then you don't know when we post, and so make sure to hit the notifications, and we got watch-alongs all the time, so make sure to tune in for those as well. But yes, we've got a lot of people hopping on the stream. Comment below where you're watching us from. We got fans from all over the world who watch us, which is great. We've highlighted that on our videos. We got fans from Mexico, Japan, all across Latin America. We got fans in Europe watching us. So pretty crazy how we got fans from everywhere. Dodger fans all over the world. The Dodgers are the biggest baseball team in the world, right? There's no doubt about it. Right now in 2025, this is the biggest team in the world. Obviously winning the World Series, but the players that they got, they're the best team right now. As Anthony Banda, left-handed pitcher for the Dodgers, will check in. Anthony Banda had a great playoffs last year, and it was super important for the Dodgers for sure, right? Super important. And they're talking about how all the what Banda was meant to the Dodgers and how important it was all year, what he was able to do, right? The Dodgers bullpen proved it again and again that they were the top of the class for sure. When it came to getting the job done, the Dodgers would have never won the World Series without their bullpen, right? No doubt about it. Talking about how he had a 1.13 ERA, pretty crazy. So Oral and Joe, they always do a great job, on the broadcast, right? Always do a great job. As Colt Keith will strike out here. Big strikeout for Anthony Banda. Right down the middle there. Zach McKinstry will now come to the plate for the Tigers. Top of the sixth inning, Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing. The first pitch to McKinstry is going to be pop foul out of play. Colt Keith has now struck out twice in this game and walked once. McKinstry 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a groundout. 0-1 pitch to McKinstry's upstairs for ball one. Top of the sixth inning. Dodgers only have one hit so far in this game. They left the bases loaded in the fifth inning. Austin Barnes flying out to carry Carpenter and right. As McKinstry swings and misses to make the count 1-2. Banda already picked up one strikeout in this inning. The 1-2 pitch to McKinstry is going to be a check swing. They're going to peel to first, and they say it's a strike. So strike 3 for Anthony Banda. Another strikeout. 2 strikeouts so far. And now Dylan Dingler, the catcher, will come to the plate for the Tigers. Dylan Dingler hit a home run back in the second. That's, of course, the winning run so far for the Tigers. Pretty crazy to say that. Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing, top of the sixth. Dingler's going to hit this to center field, but Pajes has got it. So we go to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Tigers leading 2-0. We're back here on a Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. Tigers leading the Dodgers 2-0. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers have had 5 hits. Dodgers have only had 1 hit in this game. That's been the big story. Jack Flaherty. But now Shohei Ohtani will come up for the 3rd time in this game. Of course, 0 for 1 today with the walk and a flyout. Jack Flaherty has been excellent, exceptional for the Tigers today, right? Former Dodger. Definitely knows the Dodger lineup very well, so he's been very good to say the least. He's definitely been on point. The first pitch to Ohtani is going to be fouled off the catcher Dingler to make the count 0-1. 71 pitches so far for Jack Flaherty. Dodgers going to be probably going to see Flaherty for the next few innings if they don't get some rally going. Don't think A.J. Hinch is going to go to his bullpen if Flaherty's on it like he has been. The count will go to 1-1. Flaherty versus Ohtani. Always must-see TV, right? Like I was talking about yesterday as I was saying he hits a home run, right? 1-1 pitch is outside for ball 2. And, like I was looking at my broadcast yesterday, we want Shohei Showtime. Every time he hits a home run, we're going to say Shohei Showtime here on Dodgers Digest. It just came up with that yesterday. As Ohtani's going to hit this to Torres at second. He gets to the first for the out to Keith. So Ohtani now goes 0 for 2 so far in this game with the fly out and a ground out and a walk. And now Mookie Betts will come up to the plate. Mookie Betts 0 for 2 today, grounded into a double play and also grounded out back in the 4th inning as well. So it's just a very quiet day so far for the Dodgers offensively, right? Super quiet to say the least. But it's been Flaherty's great pitching. The first pitch to Betts is going to be hit to center field for a base hit. So the Dodgers get their 2nd hit of the game. Little dunk shot, like they're saying on the broadcast. Little dinker for Mookie Betts out to center field. And Freddie Freeman will now come up to the plate. So good piece of hitting for Mookie Betts there. It's a tough pitch to hit, but he's able to get the hit. And now Freddie Freeman will come to the plate. Freeman 0 for 2 today with a fly out and a line out today. So the Dodgers have Betts at first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers 2, Dodgers nothing. As Freeman hits this to center field, it's going way back, and it's gone for a 2-run shot. And the Dodgers have tied up the game. What a home run for Freddie Freeman. And that's just what this Dodger team does. They put home runs up on the board. It's just really hard to beat this team because they have so many home run hitters. And the Dodgers have tied up this ball game in the 6th inning. Tigers 2, Dodgers 2, Freddie Freeman getting a 2-run shot. And you hear the Freddie chants at Dodger Stadium. First home run of the year, 22 big bombs for Freddie Freeman last year. We're hoping he's getting 20, 30 once again this year, right? Big home run for the Dodgers. And, Freddie Freeman was on that pitch. First pitch to Teoscar Hernández is fouled away. And, the Tigers got to be kicking themselves. They've had the Dodgers where they wanted them in this game. They've had runners in scoring position. They still have yet to get a base hit with runners in scoring position yet in this series, the Detroit Tigers. And that's just, you can't beat the Dodgers that way. You have to capitalize. And the score is now tied. The 0-1 pitch to Hernandez is swung on and missed for strike 2. They're talking about how, the home run ball has been the Dodgers' friend, right? I mean, they have scored all their runs so far in this series through the home run ball. They just mentioned that right now in the broadcast. Pretty crazy stat, right? The 0-2 pitch to Hernandez is outside for ball 1. That just shows you how this team is going to rely again on the home run ball this year. They're going to rely on that all year long again. Hitting home runs. That's what they're going to rely upon. The 1-2 pitch is down and away for ball 2. 80 pitches for Jack Flaherty so far. And I believe after Freeman hitting that big home run, I think this will be the final inning we'll see Flaherty, right? I think A.J. Hinch will pull him out after this inning. The 2-2 pitch is going to be a check swing. They're going to peel the first, but nope. It's going to be a ball. Full count now to Teoscar Hernández. So 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning, nobody on. Dodgers tie up the game with a Freddie Freeman 2-run shot to center field. 3-2 pitch is going to be hit off of the catcher Dingler, off of his pad. So foul ball keeps the count 3-2. The Dodgers have not had much offensively, right? 3 hits so far. Only 1 extra base hit. Right? And they've somehow gotten 2 runs. It's pretty crazy, right? Only 1 extra base hit. They still have 2 runs. The 3-2 pitch is going to be hit to the third baseman McKinstry. He gets it to first to Keith. And that will now be 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And now Max Muncy will now come up to the plate. As Tyler Holton now warms up for the Tigers. And Javi Baez is the one that replaced, they just mentioned it now. Javi Baez has replaced McKinstry at third. So we have a meeting now. A.J. Hinch is going to take Flaherty out right now. So I was right. Already taking him out. So the Dodgers have tied up this game. Dodgers 2, Tigers 2. We'll be right back here on Dodgers Digest. back here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. Dodgers 2, Tigers 2. It's been an exciting game again between potentially two teams that are going to be in the playoffs, right? I mean, it's looking like the Tigers, they're doing the best they can here against a team that's favored to win the World Series. As the new pitcher for the Tigers, Holton, will check in. Tyler Holton, a 2.19 ERA, 7-2 record last year. Left-handed pitcher. Max Muncy, the batter for the Dodgers, so a lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch was fouled away. The 0-1 pitch is going to be a check swing. They're going to peel the third, and they're going to say it's a strike. So the count will now go to 0-2. Max Muncy doesn't like the call. Muncy ground out strikeout today, 0-2. 0-2 pitch to Muncy's outside for ball one. Kind of a strange windup for Holton on the Tigers. So 2 outs, nobody on here for the Dodgers in the 6th inning. The 1-2 pitch to Muncy, swung on and missed for strike 3. We go to the top of the 7th inning with the Dodgers and Tigers tied 2-2. Let's go to the chat here. What's everybody saying here in the chat? Got Taiwo saying, Lehman saying, what's Shohei doing? Shohei is, of course, 0 for 2 today with a walk. Hasn't been too exciting today for Shohei. Got Connor saying, Digest crew ready for Petco invasion. All right, we got the Dodger fans hopefully showing up at Petco. Petco Park's always a fun place to go watch a Dodger game, right? Because we always got more Dodger fans than Padre fans. That's what makes it super fun, right? And then we got Taiwo saying, let's go Dodgers. Yeah, Backyard Boogeyman saying, Flaherty teaching us a lesson for not resigning. Never mind. yeah, never mind, right? I mean, like I talked about before here on the channel, I think the Dodgers did the right thing with letting Jack Flaherty go, right? I think it was the right move. I think Jack Flaherty, he had a decent year, but he showed weaknesses in his game. And what did I talk about before today's game? What is Jack Flaherty prone to do? Give up the home run ball. And that's exactly what he did in the 6th inning, right? Gave up the home run ball. It changes the entire game. We saw that all year long. Well, not all year, but, the months that Jack Flaherty pitched for the Dodgers. We saw that, making mistakes, giving up home runs. We saw it in the end of the regular season. We saw it in the playoffs. And that's what happened right now. Jack Flaherty made a mistake. It led to a home run. So I think the Dodgers, have a much better rotation this year with Blake Snell and Roki Sasaki. I think they're pretty well set up for repeating this year, right? I think they're set up very well. We got Backyards asking, who got the loudest cheers? I'm going to have to go with Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani got the loudest cheers. If you guys were watching the ring ceremony today, they went absolutely nuts when they announced Shohei and Freddie. I think Freddie and Shohei, the last two guys, got the loudest cheers, which I think, is a given, right? The two biggest players for the Dodgers during last year's run. So we go to the top of the 7th inning. Freeman is all smiles, tying up the game for the Dodgers in the 6th, smiling over at the dugout, smiling at Jack Flaherty. Super fun. I'm sure they're all super buddies, right? Come on, Jack Flaherty, he's an LA guy, and come on. And Kirby Yates, the new pitcher for the Dodgers. Kirby Yates, one of the pickups for the Dodgers, 1.17 ERA. This guy was absolutely great. Super important signing, right? And it's a weak grounder to Edman. Creedler grounds out to Edman at second. And he throws it over to first to Freeman for the out. Ends up breaking the bat. So 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. That was actually Sweeney's the one that grounded out. Now Ryan Kreidler will come up to the plate. So, Kirby Yates, one of the best free agent signings the Dodgers could have got. The first pitch of Kreidler was in there for strike one. Kirby Yates has been, one of the best relievers in the last 5 years in Major League Baseball, right? And it's great the Dodgers have this guy. I think it's super cool the Dodgers signed him. 0-1 pitch to Kreidler is in there for, actually they're going to call that a ball. So the count will now go 1-1. Ryan Kreidler, the center fielder for the Tigers, number 9 hitter. Dodgers 2, Tigers 2, top of the 7th. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. What a great off-speed pitch there. Fools Kreidler. Kirby Yates from the Texas Rangers to the Dodgers, right? 1-year deal. Trying to win a World Series championship again. The 1-2 pitch is going to be down and away to make the count 2-2. Now, we got to remember Kirby Yates has been a part of a couple World Series teams, but, he didn't get a chance to really play in the playoffs, right, those 2 years because, he had injuries, but he still has a couple of rings with the Braves and the Rangers, 11 years in baseball. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Big strikeout for Yates. And now 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Nobody on for the Tigers. Great pitch there from Yates. Curveball. Fooling Kreidler for sure. And Javi Baez will now come up to the plate, who came in for McKinstry. First up bat for Baez. Former Chicago Cub. Part of that Cubs winning World Series team back in 2016. Pretty crazy, right? That whole team has been dismantled. First pitch to Baez is in there for strike 1. The Cubs are not that bad, right? But, it's pretty crazy how they've basically that whole team is history now, right? And it's been less than 10 years. 0-1 pitch is down and away for ball 1. And, the Tigers acquired Baez last year in a trade deadline, and player that I think they're hoping is going to do something right for them. The 1-1 pitch to Baez is down and away for ball 2. Dodgers 2, Tigers 2. Another close game, right? Yesterday, we got a super fun game yesterday, and today, once again, another competitive game between the Tigers and Dodgers. The 2-1 pitch is going to be fouled away behind home plate. Kirby Yates coming in for Anthony Banda. Dodgers using their third pitcher of this game. Yates shaking off the catcher. 2-2 pitch is going to be popped up, foul, and out of play. Nobody on for the Tigers. 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Tie game. Showing Dave Roberts right now on the screen. Dave Roberts is going to have an interesting job this year with so many stars on this team, right? To manage this star team. 2-2 pitch is going to be swung on and miss. Big strikeout for Yates. 7th inning stretch. Dodgers 2, Tigers 2. here on Dodgers Digest. Tommy Edman fouling off the first pitch from Holden. Staying in the game for the Tigers. Holton. 0-1 pitch is going to be down and away for ball one. The count will now go to 1-1. Tigers 2, Dodgers 2. Bottom of the seventh inning. 1-1 pitch is going to be fouled away off of the catcher Dingler. Dingler's been taking a beating tonight, right? Getting a lot of pitches foul off of him. You know, these catchers always, you have to be really tough to be a baseball catcher, right? And that's what Dylan Dingler has been tonight for the Tigers. The 1-2 pitch is going to be fouled away up the third base line. Another competitive game, to say the least, for the Tigers and Dodgers, right? Both teams going at it. As Tommy Edman calls for time. He is granted by the umpire. But now back in the batter's box, ready to go. The 1-2 pitch is going to be hit to the second baseman, Torres. He gets it to first to Keith for the out. So, one out here in the bottom of the seventh inning with the ground out. And now Michael Conforto will come up for the Dodgers. Lefty-lefty matchup. He had the highest number when it comes to lefty-lefty matchups. He did the best in the National League. Talking about that on the broadcast as Holton throws first pitch down and away for ball one. He had 284 last year against left-handed pitching. That's a rarity, right? A left-handed batter hitting almost 300 last year against left-handed pitching. It's pretty crazy. 1-0 pitch is going to be hit to center field, but they got it. The Tigers got it for the out. Center fielder Kryler's got it. So 2 outs now here in the bottom of the seventh inning with the fly out. Andy Pajes will now come up for the Dodgers. Number 8 hitter for the Dodgers. Pajes 0 for 1 today. Strikeout, hit by the pitch his last time up. First pitch to Pajes is in there for strike one. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Tigers 2, Dodgers 2. 0-1 pitch is going to be swung on and missed for strike 2. Down and away. Hit .357 last year against left-handed pitching. Andy Pajes, third in the National League. Crazy stat. And he's facing a left-handed pitcher. 0-2 pitch is upstairs for ball one. So Holton is not going to throw a strike here. Leading the 2 strikes, he's going to watch it here against Pajes, right? Don't expect him to throw anything in the strike zone. 1-2 pitch is upstairs again, but this time it's fouled off by Pajes. Alex Vesia warming up for the Dodgers. Probably going to be the pitcher in the eighth inning. The 1-2 pitch to Pajes is going to be popped up to Carpenter in right field. Carpenter's got it. We go to the top of the eighth inning with the score still 2-2. right, so we're back here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. Dodgers and Tigers tied up 2-2. Going to the 8th inning, Alex Vesia will be the new pitcher for the Dodgers. It's going to be, of course, an interesting finish to this game, right? I mean, it's a close ball game, just like yesterday. Couple teams, I would say the Dodgers are a playoff team, right? And then the Tigers, a team that's trying to get into that playoff conversation, making the playoffs last year, expected to once again do it again. This year, trying to win that division, right? Last year they were a wild card team and they played in the wild card round. So this year, trying to do more. They made it out of the wild card round too. Let's not forget that. As Vesia will pitch to Emmanuel Margot, who's come in as a pinch hitter. First pitch is swung on and missed by Margot. Of course, Margot coming in for Kerry Carpenter. Second pitch to Margot is in there for strike 2, 0-2 now. Margot had 4 homers, 31 RBI last year with the Minnesota Twins. 10 years in Major League Baseball. Former Dodger for a little bit. Emmanuel Margot. 0-2 pitches in there for strike 3. Margot strikes out looking. And that's not the way Margot wanted to have that at bat go, right? Strikes out looking, 0-2 pitch. Great pitch. And Riley Green will now come in the number 3 hitter. Emmanuel Margot coming in for Kerry Carpenter. As first pitch, Riley Green fouls away out of play. Riley Green 1 for 3 today with a single, 24 homers, 74 RBI. But Alex Vesia again ahead in the counts, right? That's what he's been doing here the first couple batters. 0-1 pitch is going to be in there for strike 2. Down and away, nipping the corner. Another 0-2 count to Tigers hitters. So worst count you can have as a hitter, right? 0-2, you're already in a big hole. It's the worst way to start, right? The 0-2 pitch to Green is going to be hit to the third baseman, Muncy. He gets it to Freeman for the out. 2 outs now here in the top of the 8th inning. Good play there by Max Muncy. Good throw. Great recovery. Freeman at first making a good play. So 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Dodgers 2, Tigers 2. Nobody on for Detroit. And Spencer Torkelson will not come up to the plate. Torkelson takes a strike 1. Torkelson 1 for 3 today. The hit and a stolen base. Reached 5 times yesterday with 4 walks in the opening day. 0-1 pitch is down and away for ball 1. And, this Tiger team has gotten home runs. They've had runners on, but the big difference in this series has been that the Tigers not hitting with runners in scoring position. Still no hits with runners in scoring position for the Tigers. That's been the big story. 0 for 16. As Torkelson gets this up the left field line, it will go all the way to the wall. Torkelson's looking for 2, and he'll get to second standing up. So double for Spencer Torkelson. And the Tigers have yet another runner in scoring position, but it's 2 outs again. So this is a key moment again for Detroit, right? I mean, they keep getting runners in scoring position, and they don't take advantage of it. So eventually the Dodgers are going to pay for that, right? Keep giving up hits. The Tigers keep getting runners on. Eventually it's not going to work. And that's what the Dodgers pitching has been dealing with in this season. In this series, I should say, right? Andy Ibanez will be the pinch hitter for Colt Keith. Andy Ibanez was, of course, the started yesterday, right? So he'll come in. I assume he'll slip in as the first baseman for the rest of this game for Colt Keith. But 2 outs here is a key moment for the Dodgers and the Tigers. By the Tigers trying to take the lead, trying to get a hit with runners in scoring position. Haven't been able to do that all series long, right? And that's the big story, right? I mean, the Dodgers get through this. I mean, that's, you just can't win that way. You cannot, go over 16, right, and expect to win. So, big moment here in this game now. 2 outs. Runner at second. Torkelson at second. First pitch to Ibanez is in there for strike one. Right on the knees. Vesia has been getting ahead in the count on all the batters he's faced so far. The 0-1 pitch to Ibanez is upstairs for ball one. Count now will go to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Ibanez is outside for the second ball. So the count will now go to 2-1. Vesia had a 1.76 ERA last year, one of the top relievers for the Dodgers. You expect him to get through this, right? Vesia checks Torkelson at second. Vesia to Ibanez is going to be popped, hit off the backstop. So that count will now go to 2-2. It's fouled away. So 2-2 the count, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. Tigers 2, Dodgers 2. Two count to the Ibanez upstairs for ball 3. So full count now. Expect Torkelson to be running now. This is where it gets dangerous, right? I mean, if he makes Ibanez can make contact here. 3-2 pitch to Ibanez is going to be fouled off of the backstop again. So the count will stay 3-2. Just missed hitting that. He was on it, just missed it. Fouls it off the netting. Big moment in this game, to say the least. Biggest pitch of the game. 3-2 to Ibanez is inside for ball 4. So the Tigers get first and second now with 2 outs. Not the end of the world, right? Now sets up an out at second base. It's 2 outs. That's the key thing. It's 2 outs. As Zach McKinstry will now come up to the plate. McKinstry, former Dodger, came up to the Dodger system, right? Now with the Tigers. 0 for 3 today. Hit .215 last year for the Tigers. But you expect Vesia to take care of business. McKinstry fouls this away out of play. All 5 batters Vesia has faced in this inning, he's gotten ahead in the counts, right? Which it's always a difficult ordeal for any batter, right? When you're down in the count, right? 0-1, 0-2, and that's what's happening right now to the Tiger hitters. 0-1 pitch to McKinstry is going to be fouled away, so it'll be 0-2 now. Once again, a 2-strike count. That's what we've been seeing, all night here for the Tigers, especially as of late. A lot of 2-strike counts, and that hurts their ability to, cause damage. So 0-2 the count. Don't expect this next pitch to be anywhere near the strike zone. 0-2 pitch is going to be in the strike zone, but fouled away. So a little surprising. Fastball right there in the strike zone. Kind of a dangerous pitch. Even Vesia's kind of shaking it off, like thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't have thrown that. Yeah, so McKinstry fouls that away, so the count will remain 0-2. Tigers have runners at first and second, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. Tigers 2, Dodgers 2. 0-2 pitch to McKinstry is going to be a check swing. They appeal to third, and they're going to say no swing. Ooh, very close. Very close. The fans don't like it. Vesia doesn't like it. It's so close. Looking at that replay, it's very close. It's definitely up for debate, that call. If it was strike 3 or not, right? Very close. The 1-2 pitch to McKinstry is going to be upstairs for ball 2. The count will now go to 2-2. Tigers have runners at first and second, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Tigers 2, Dodgers 2. Dylan Dingler on deck for the Tigers, their catcher. 2-2 pitches outside for ball 3, another full count. Vesia has now pitched 22 pitches in this inning. Zach McKinstry, former Dodger. You see Mark Pryor on the phone there, pitching coach. Vesia trying to work quick here, already ready to go for the 3-2 pitch. 3-2 pitch is going to be outside for ball 4, so the bases are loaded for the Tigers for Dylan Dingler. But 2 outs. Let's not forget that. There is 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning, right? The Tigers have to get a base hit. They still have not done it yet with runners in scoring position. They have yet to do that in this series. So I'm still waiting for that first hit with runners in scoring position. So Dylan Dingler, who had a home run earlier today, we'll see what he could do here with the bags loaded. First pitch to Dingler's in there for strike 1, right down the middle. He takes it. Might be the best pitch he's going to face in the entire at bat, and he decided to take it. Wow. Big decision there from the Tigers coaching staff to have Dingler take on the first pitch. 0-1 pitch is going to be hit foul and out of play. So the count goes to 0-2. Dingler already down in the count. We've seen Vesia get ahead in the counts, and that really helps out a lot, right? As their fans are standing up here at Dodger Stadium, Vesia 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. 1 strike away. Fans are standing up. 0-2 pitch to Dingler, swung on and missed. Big strikeout. Fastball upstairs. And the Tigers still have yet to get a hit with runners in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning with the Dodgers and Tigers tied 2-2. Back here on a Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. Tigers and Dodgers tied 2-2. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. What a great game. Alex Vesia getting a big strikeout to get out of that jam. Let's check the comments section. Ruben says, good job. Thanks a lot, Ruben. Appreciate it. Backyard Boogeyman says, Vesia has that Brad J energy. All right, there we go. Jay Villain says, let's go Dodgers. You're calling a good game. Appreciate it, Jay Villain. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Will Vest, the new pitcher for the Tigers. Going right-handed pitcher. Austin Barnes, the batter. Count is now 0-2 as Barnes is taking a couple strikes to start off this at-bat. Ohtani on deck. I mean, that's the story. Ohtani's going to come up here in the bottom of the 8th inning with the opportunity to give the Dodgers a lead. It's that simple. I mean, every time this guy, that's what he did yesterday, right? So look out. 0-2 pitch to Barnes is down and away for ball one. Every time Ohtani's up, it's a story, right? It's must-see TV, and that's exactly what we're going to have in a few seconds, a few minutes, once this Austin Barnes bat ends, right? I mean, that's just the way it's going to go all year long. The 1-2 pitch is going to be fouled away. And if Barnes can get on, I mean, that creates an even better opportunity for Ohtani, right? To double up on the runs scored if he can get the ball out. That's the thing. When Ohtani comes up with runners on, it's always a problem for teams, right? 1-2 pitch is going to be down and away for ball two. Very close to being a strike. Very close. Will Vest is going to want that call. Yeah, that was close. I think that was strike three, guys. Trying to be objective here. I think that was strike three. 2-2 pitch is going to be swung on and missed. It doesn't matter. Pitch right down the middle. Austin Barnes swings right through it. Now we get Shohei Ohtani, right? Now we get Shohei Ohtani coming up to the plate. Ohtani 0 for 2 today. The walk hasn't gotten a hit yet. But what better time right now to get a base hit, get a home run, right? We all want a home run hit, right? I mean, 54 homers last year. Come on. What was the last time a Dodger player had 50 home runs? First pitch to Ohtani is down and away for ball one. And we'll see what Will Vest does here. I mean, Vest has got to be careful here with Ohtani, right? Vest throws a pitch on the outside corner to get a strike. So the count will now go to 1-1. That was impossible to hit for Ohtani. I mean, that was way out on the, outside corner. Good pitch there from Vest. 1-1 pitch is outside for ball two. Not giving him anything there on that pitch. Just trying to fool him. Mookie on deck for the Dodgers. One out here in the bottom of the eighth. 2-1 pitch is down and away. Count will go to 3-1. One out. Dodgers 2, Tigers 2. Nobody on. Ohtani at the plate. Ohtani's 0 for 2 today with a walk. 3-1 pitch is going to be in there for strike two. Full count. Ohtani asks for time. Trying to adjust his pad there on his foot. As Ohtani's adjusting those elbow pads in the pad, and we're ready to resume play. That's something we always saw, right, in the old baseball, right? Guys asking for time. The 3-2 pitch to Ohtani is going to be fouled away. Fouled away and out of play, right? Hopefully some fan caught that baseball. Every time Ohtani hits a baseball into the crowd, there's going to be fans trying to scramble to get the baseball, right? No doubt about it. 3-2 pitch is going to be in there for strike three. Ohtani strikes out looking. Not every day you say that. He's gone 0 for 3 today. Now Mookie Betts will come up to the plate. It's a good pitch from Will Vest. Once again, very similar location to before on the outside corner there. Kind of, very hard for Ohtani to hit that. He did hit an outside pitch yesterday for a home run, but not as Betts is going to hit this deep. That's going way back, and it's over the wall for a home run. Home run for Mookie Betts. The Dodgers take a 3-2 lead. Pitch right down the middle. First pitch right on it. Hits it right over the left field wall. Big home run for Mookie Betts. And the Dodgers take a 3-2 lead. They are 3 outs away from winning the series against the Tigers. And 3 outs away from going 4-0. Pitch was right down the middle, and Mookie just crushed that over the left field wall. Just barely got it over. Big home run there for Mookie Betts. Wow. It was right down the middle. Mookie was right on it. And now it looks like they're going to have a crew chief review for fan interference, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're going to take a look at this for fan interference, right? Because it looked like a glove might have reached over. A fan made that catch out there in left field. And now they're going to take a look. They're saying it's crew chief review to take a look at if there was fan interference or not. Now, we saw this in Japan last week with the Ohtani home run, and they sided with Ohtani, right? Gave him the home run. So here's the umpire's call. looking at the replay, it looks like that's going to be a home run. It looks like the glove is behind the wall. It's very close, actually. Not a good angle they showed on the broadcast. I can't really see it. But they're still looking at it. They're taking a good look at it, though. Because it looks like the glove might be over the wall, right? It might be in the field of play. If it's in the field of play, it's a ground rule double, right? I mean, he's not. You can't reach into the field of play and make a catch. And the fan doesn't even really catch it. It kind of grazes off his glove and goes over the wall there, right? So it's not really a catch. But they're taking a look at this. This is very close, very close. I wish they would show a better replay. And the call stands. It's a home run. It stands. So Mookie Betts gets a home run. The Dodgers lead 3-2 going into the ninth inning. And huge moment for Mookie, right? I mean, Mookie Betts has been sick for 2 weeks, lost almost 25 pounds. He didn't play baseball for 2 weeks, and now he's given the Dodgers the lead here in the eighth inning, right? Super moment for Mookie Betts on the first pitch of his at-bat against Will Vest. And now Freddie Freeman will come up to the plate. Freeman swings and misses. And that's what the Dodgers are going to do all season long. I mean, they got so many guys that can hit. It's just so hard to beat this team, right? It's crazy. 3 outs away from a 4-0 start. 0-1 pitch is going to be hit to the second baseman McKinstry. He gets it to Ibanez at first. We go to the top of the ninth inning with the Dodgers leading 3-2. Back here on a Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. Dodgers are leading the Tigers 3-2 going into the ninth inning. Mookie Betts giving the Dodgers the lead there in the bottom of the eighth inning with a big home run over the left field wall. The big question is it going to be fan interference or not? This is going to be debated all night long for sure with the sports hosts and sports shows. The ones that do cover baseball, right? Because there's not a lot of national sports media that cover baseball anymore. But the few ones that still do, we'll be talking about that play with Mookie Betts getting that home run, whether it was fan interference or not, right? Tanner Scott will come in to close out the game for the Dodgers. And Tanner Scott will give up a base hit on the first pitch. Trey Sweeney getting a base hit here to start off the ninth inning. So this Tiger team is not going to go away quietly, right? They're once again getting runners on base, but they can't knock them in, right? I mean, that's been the issue for the Tigers all series long. But we'll see here in the ninth inning. We'll see here what will happen, right? So now Ryan Kreidler come up to the plate. Kreidler will take the ball outside. Over 3 today with 3 strikeouts. Ryan Kreidler, the center fielder, number 9 hitter. Javi Baez on deck, who came in for the number 1 hitter, Gleyber Torres. Says Kreidler's going to ground this to third. Muncy goes to second for the out. And Tommy Edman makes a great play. They only get 1 out there, but Muncy made a dangerous play there, right? He probably should have just went to first. He tried to go for 2, but Tommy Edman makes a great play there at second to secure the Dodgers at least 1 out, right? So the Tigers have 1 out with 1 on, runner at first base here in the top of the 9th inning. Dodgers 2 outs away from a win. And Javi Baez will come up to the plate. Dodgers 3, Tigers 2. Tanner Scott, the pitcher for the Dodgers. Baez will ground this foul up the third base line, make the count 0-1. Baez is stretching out his left knee. I'm not sure if he pulled something here because he's kind of hunched over here. We already saw Torres get hurt on a home run earlier. Now Baez looks like he's struggling a bit after fouling that. Looks like he fouled the ball probably off the back of his foot. Looked like. Okay. So Baez will stay in the game. As Scott, I think, asked for a new baseball. They've gained the new ball, so we're ready to resume play here. Dodgers 3, Tigers 2, top of the 9th inning. 0-1 count to Baez. 0-1 pitch is going to be hit to the shortstop. Edman grabs it. It gets to the first as Betts missed it, but Edman was there to back him up. Great play there by Tommy Edman as Betts made the dive to try to make the play, but Edman was there backing him up and made a great play to field it and get it to first base to Freeman for the out. The Tigers do move the runner to second, but this is a great play. I mean, look at it. I mean, Mookie Betts is trying to make the play, but Edman's there backing him up, right? That's a perfect play by Tommy Edman, right? I mean, Tommy Edman is backing up Betts at short. Betts diving towards second base, and it's a great play there by Tommy Edman. It's a first pitch to Margot is swung on and miss. 2 strikes away from a win. 0-1 pitch is going to be hit to left field, and it's going to drop for a hit. And now here comes the Tigers runner for the run, and they have tied up the score. Kreidler comes in to score, and the score is now tied 3-3. A big hit there for Manuel Margot. And this is the first time the Tigers have gotten a hit with runners in scoring position the entire series, right? It's the first time. 1 for 17 in this series. And Manuel Margot ties up the game for the Tigers. Kind of a pitch that jammed him. Able to get it to left field. And Kreidler's able to run in to tie up the game. So Margot goes to first. Riley Green, the batter now for the Tigers. So Tanner Scott blows the game. Trying to save his first game as a Dodger and not able to do it. Scott, who came over from the Padres last year. First pitch to Green is upstairs for ball 1. So that's a tough one to swallow, right? I mean, 2-out hit, huge hit for Manuel Margot. It's a huge hit, right? The 1-0 pitch is going to be in there for strike 1. That's a tough one to swallow if you're a Dodger fan, right? Scott checks the runner. 1-1 pitch is going to be hit to right field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Margot he's going to try to go home. He's trying to go first to home. And there he goes. Here's a throw into the catcher. It's a tough play it out. And he's safe at home. Just gets under the Barnes tag. As Margot goes from first to home. It's a very close play at home, though. Barnes thinks he's got him. Margot did not expect Margot to take off for home there. But a big hit there that goes all the way to the right field wall. And, you know, the Dodgers did everything right there. They got the cutoff man, and Barnes, yeah, that looks like it's safe. It looks like Barnes just misses Margot. Margot actually tripped going from third to home, too. But he's able to regain himself. And looking at the replay, Barnes hits the ground. Yeah, he does not tag Margot. That's a good call, I think, from the umpire because it looks like Barnes hits the ground with the ball and does not tag Margot. It's very close, though, because at the end, Barnes does move his hand up with the ball on the foot there. Yeah, looks like it might be out. It's very close. I mean, if it's out, that's the end of the game. I mean, it's the end of the inning. We go to the 10th, right? But this is huge. This is a big play here. The Tigers either have the lead or we're going to the 10th inning. Because the thing is, does Margot's hand touch before Barnes touches Margot's foot, right? That's the big question. We had a second crew chief review of the game. What a big hit there by Riley Green, though. Huge hit going into right field, and Margot just took off on, it looked like it might have been a hit and run as he took off pretty early. Or, he just he didn't even wait for, Hernandez to try to make that catch, right? But Hernandez and Edman did a great job. He found Edman, the cutoff man, and everything. It was perfectly executed by the Dodgers defense, and the call on the field has been overturned. So it looks like Margot is out. Just a big call. The Tigers can't believe it. A.J. Hinch is going to go out and argue. We're going to go to the 10th inning with the score 3-3, but this is going to be yet another play that's going to be debated. The Dodgers get the call here. Margot is out at home. It's very close. It looked like Barnes had hit the ground with the ball, but I guess they must have called that Margot, I guess, the foot, right? That Barnes got the foot before Margot touched the plate with his hand, right? But what does everybody think? Such a close play at home. If you're watching the game, just a crazy play to say the least, right? But we're going to the extra innings already. The first extra innings game of the 2025 season for the Dodgers. It's been an exciting game. The score is 3-3, and very lucky that the Dodgers got that overturned, right? Very lucky. Let's go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Of course, very close to going extra innings, but we're going to see, what happens now, right? Dodgers can try to win this game now here in the bottom of the 9th, or, we're going extra innings, right? And it's very close, right? I think looking at it, not sure if Barnes touched the foot before Margot touched the plate, right? It's very close. It's super close, right? But if you look at the replay, Margot's foot does come up, and Barnes is with the ball in his hand, right? So you do see that, and he is, tagging the foot there, right? Kind of grazing the foot before Margot, crosses home, right? So I guess that's what the umpires called there. To go to the bottom of the 9th inning, and just a great play there, of course, right? Just a crazy play there for sure. It's perfectly relayed, right? And yeah, looking at, now they're showing a different angle, and yeah, it looks like Barnes definitely tags the foot before he crosses the plate. Yeah, this is a good take. Good job by the broadcast crew. And yeah, it looks like he does tag the foot before he crosses the plate, right? Definitely a good call there. So Teoscar Hernández will come up for the Dodgers, trying to close it out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. So part of the lineup for sure for the Dodgers, right? 4, 5, 6. Exactly what the Dodgers need, right? Exactly what the Dodgers need. Tommy Conley will come up for the Tigers. Last season with the Yankees. His first pitch to Hernandez is going to be in there for ball 1. So the count will now go to 1-1. We got Hernandez, Muncy, and Edman coming up for the Dodgers. 1-1 pitch to Teoscar is going to be a check swing, but they're going to peel the first, and it's an out. It's a strike. It's a strike there, so the count will now go to 1-2. Super exciting game to say the least, right? I mean, this is one of those games, just like yesterday. Great game for sure. The 1-2 pitch is going to be hit foul. Another changeup. Like the pitch was down and away, but was able to get a good swing there at Teoscar Hernandez. So nobody out here in the bottom of the ninth inning as Hernandez fouls this up the third base line. Nobody out here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Dodgers and Tigers are tied 3-3. A lot of controversy for sure in this game, right? Mookie Betts getting a home run that maybe was fan interference. Margot maybe being safe or not. You know, Tiger fans are going to say he was safe, but and now they'll have a Dingler and Khan will have a meeting at the mound. Looks like there's a communication failure between the pitcher and the catcher, right? Because, you know, you have to hear, there's no more signs in baseball, right? So you have to be able to hear the little beep from the communications device, right? It looks like there's too much noise at Dodger Stadium, right? Just too much noise, and that's what's causing it, right? But, yeah, scoreless here. I mean, 3-3 here in the ninth inning. Nobody on for the Dodgers. Nobody out. 1-2 pitches, swing and a miss, strikeout. So Hernandez strikes out here in the bottom of the ninth inning. And now Max Muncy will come to the plate. It's a good fastball there from Conley. Muncy will be a good time to get a home run, right, to win the game. Conley to Muncy is going to be in there for strike one. $190 home runs for Muncy with the Dodgers. Pretty crazy. Almost 200 home runs. 0 for 3 today, though, Max Muncy. 0-1 pitch is going to be hit foul, looks like. Yep, foul up the left field line. Count will go to 0-2. Looks like the fans stayed today at Dodger Stadium. We saw a lot of fans leaving early yesterday during opening day, but tonight everybody is still at Dodger Stadium, right? The 0-2 pitch to Muncy is going to be swung on and missed for strike three. So 2 outs now here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Conley gets the strikeout. Now Tommy Edman will come up to the plate. So another strikeout for Muncy, 0 for 4 today. Talked about Muncy trying to limit the strikeouts, but so far it hasn't happened. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the ninth inning. First pitch to Edmonds is going to be in there for strike one. Tigers 3, Dodgers 3, bottom of the ninth inning. 0-1 pitch is going to be hit to the left fielder Riley Green for the lineout. We go to the 10th inning with the score 3-3. top of the 10th inning. Mike Nelson here with you on Dodgers Digest. Got the score is now 3-3. What an exciting game. Tigers finally got a hit with runners in scoring position after struggling to do that the entire first two games of this set, right? But yeah, Tanner Scott gets the blown save. He was three outs away from closing it out. Of course, now with the 10th inning, we have a runner at second base, right? Riley Green will be the runner at second. Spencer Torkelson will be the hitter for the Tigers. Luis Garcia will be the pitcher for the Dodgers. Came over from the Red Sox. Pitched for the Angels and the Red Sox last year. Now on the Dodgers. Torkelson 2 for 4 today with a double. Second pitch to Torkelson is down and away for ball 2. Count will now go to 2-0. Of course, it's been a super fun game. Dodgers so close to winning, right? But we'll see if they can get it done in extra innings. The 2-0 pitch is going to be fouled away. Count will go to 2-1. Of course, the Dodgers would love to get through this 10th inning without giving up any runs, right? That's the best way, right? Not give up any runs, you just need 1 run to win. 2-1 pitch is down and away to make the count 3-1. Super exciting for sure with both teams, trying to win this game, right? Early in the year, it feels like a playoff game. That's definitely how this first 2 games in this series have felt. 3-1 pitch to Torkelson is going to be hit to Betts at short. He'll go to first to Freeman for the out. So Green has to stay at second. Exactly what you want, right? Holding that runner. So Torkelson grounds out, and Andy Ibanez will now come up to the plate for the Tigers. Andy Ibanez, who came in for Colt Keith, first baseman. First pitch to Ibanez is upstairs to make it ball 1. Count is now 1-0. Top of the 10th, Tigers have that ghost runner at second, but 1 out. Luis Garcia, the pitcher for the Dodgers. 1-0 pitch is going to be in there for strike 1. Count will go to 1-1. Garcia, 38 years old, making his Dodger Stadium debut as a Dodger. First year on the Dodgers, coming over as a free agent. 1-1 pitch is going to be popped up or grounded up to Garcia. He makes a tough play at first, low throw, but Freeman makes a great play to get the out. So now 2 outs. Green does make it to third. So Tigers have the winning run 90 feet away, but 2 outs now here in the top of the 10th, right? Zach McKinstry will come to the plate. The Tigers are going to need a hit if they're going to want to take the lead. Or a wild pitch, right? You never know. 2 outs here in the top of the 10th, though. Tigers 3, Dodgers 3. First pitch to McKinstry's outside for ball 1. Always a challenge, right? You have the pressure, extra innings as a batter to do something. It's always a challenge to try to move that runner over, right? 1-0 pitch is outside for ball 2. But if the Dodgers can hold the Tigers, without scoring here, I mean, it really sets the Dodgers up, right? Because they just need to get basically a hit to win the game. Basically just need a hit to win the game. And the Dodgers will intentionally walk Zach McKinstry to try to set up, the out at second. Not every day you see a team intentionally walk a batter in the middle of an up bat, but that's what they're doing here. So they're going to walk McKinstry to face Dylan Dingler. Wow. So Dylan Dingler, who had a home run earlier today, the Dodgers want to face him. As Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, will go out to speak to Garcia. Top of the 10th inning, Dodgers 3, Tigers 3. 2 outs, though, here in the 10th inning. Dodgers would, like I said, love to hold them without giving up any runs here. We just need a base hit to win the game in the bottom of the 10th, right? So Garcia versus Dingler. First and third, 2 outs in the 10th. First pitch to Dingler is going to be hit to left field. Let's see if it drops. And it sure does drop. And the Tigers will take the lead as Conforto died, but that's going to go all the way to the wall. That's going to score 2 runs. And Dingler will make it all the way to third. So it's going to be a big questionable decision. The Dodgers intentionally walk McKinstry to face Dylan Dingler, and he hits a triple in the first pitch, right? That's going to be a question that people are going to, question Dave Roberts for, right? Intentionally walking Zach McKinstry to face Dylan Dingler, and he hits a triple, and the Tigers lead 5-3, right? The first pitch, he hits a triple, and Conforto made a good attempt, right? You can't blame Conforto on that play, right? Out in left field. There's no way he could have made that play. It was very difficult. Good base running, though, for Dingler. The Tigers that are 90 feet away from scoring yet another run. The batter, Trey Sweeney for the Tigers. 1-0 pitch to Sweeney's going to be fouled away. Sweeney's 1 for 4 today. But yeah, now the Dodgers have to score 2 runs to extend this game, right? 1 run's not going to cut it. And 3 runs, they're going to need 3 to win. So it definitely puts you in a tough position now in the 10th inning. The 1-1 pitch is going to be grounded to Freeman at first. He'll step on the bag. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning with the Tigers leading 5-3. Back here on a Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. Going to the bottom of the 10th inning. Buehler will be the pitcher for the Tigers, coming in to try to close it out for the Tigers, right? Michael Conforto will be the batter for the Dodgers, the number 7 hitter. Of course, the Dodgers gave up a couple runs in the top of the 10th and also, blew the game in the 9th, right? Tanner Scott with the blown save. So, Buehler, 3.59 ERA. Tommy Edman will be the ghost runner for the Dodgers, right? Because Tommy Edman was the last batter in the bottom of the 9th. So, we'll see what the Dodgers could do here, Got to get a couple runs to keep this game going or get 3 to win. They could do it, though. Michael Conforto, the batter for the Dodgers. First pitch to Conforto, swung on and missed for strike 1. Fastball upstairs. 95 miles an hour. Conforto looking for that first hit. 0 for 3 today. The 0-1 pitch is going to be in there for strike 2 to make the count 0-2. Buehler has looked pretty good here in the first few pitches. Conforto asks for time. when batters ask for time in these situations, they're just trying to throw the pitcher off, right? Because Bresky came in, he had some very good rhythm here on these first 2 pitches, and Conforto asked for time to try to throw Bresky off, right? That's exactly what he's trying to do. The 0-2 pitch to Conforto's outside for ball 1 to make the count 1-2. So we got Pajes and Barnes coming up, right? And then, of course, Shohei. Got to get somebody on so Shohei can have one more at bat, right? Got to get somebody on. 1-2 pitch is going to be fouled off of Dingler to stay alive. Dingler, once again, getting a pitch fouled off of his body. So many pitches today have been fouled off the Tigers catcher. It's been funny. It's been crazy. So 4 pitches so far for Bresky. Nobody out. Of course, ghost runner at second. Bottom of the 10th. Tigers 5, Dodgers 3 as Conforto is going to foul this away out of play. See, some fans have already left after the Tigers scored the first 2 runs here in the 10th. Fans trying to beat the Dodgers stadium traffic already taken off, right? We see that all the time in LA, right? Fans leaving early. It's a common occurrence. So the 1-2 pitch to Conforto is going to be hit to left field. Let's see if it stays in play, and it sure will. It'll bounce for a ground rule double. Bounces out of play, so that will score a Dodgers run. It is now 5-4. It was kind of a strange play. Riley Green thought this was going to bounce foul, but instead it bounces fair, and it bounces fair and bounces over the wall there, right? So kind of a strange play because Riley Green looked like he thought this was going to go foul. He was kind of like just kind of walking over and ends up staying fair, and it bounces into the crowd, right? So ground rule double. Conforto goes to second. It's a 5-4 game. Still nobody out. And Andy Pajes will come up for the Dodgers, right? Pajes hits this foul and out of play to make the count 0-1. Just a really strange play there for Riley Green, the Tigers left fielder, right? He was thinking this was going foul. Looked like it was going to go foul initially, but it bounces in fair territory and it ends up bouncing out of bounds, right? Creates a ground rule double. So the 0-1 pitch to Pajes is going to be hit to the shortstop Baez. He gets it to Ibanez at first. Big first out. And now Austin Barnes will come up. Actually, Will Smith is going to pinch hit here for Austin Barnes. So Will Smith coming in for Austin Barnes. Of course, Will Smith, the other catcher for the Dodgers. Dodgers hoping he'll, this game gets to 11 innings. He could be the catcher in the 11th inning, right? And of course, we got Shohei Ohtani on deck, right? This is where it matters, right? Get Shohei up one more time, and you never know, right? You just never know. So this is a big moment here. 1 out, bottom of the 10th. Will Smith pinch hitting for Austin Barnes. This is where it counts, right? It's only a 1-run game. Tigers 5, Dodgers 4. 1 out, bottom of the 10th inning. Conforto at second. You see Ohtani talking over with the dugout. Trying to get some last-minute instruction on Bresky. Bresky's still in the game for the Tigers. Of course, came in here in the 10th. He's trying to get the save here for the Tigers. And home run would win the game for the Dodgers, right? And Will Smith's capable of that. First pitch to Smith's going to be fouled off of the netting behind home plate. Count will go to 0-1. You hear the Let's Go Dodgers chant out at Dodger Stadium, of course. It's definitely always super fun whenever the Dodgers play in their extra innings, right? First one of the year for the Dodgers. 0-1 pitch to Smith is going to be in there for strike 2 in the lower quadrant of the strike zone. Good pitch there from Bresky. I mean, Smith, you have a hard time hitting that. It's in the strike zone, but really tough to hit that. Even if he does hit it, it's probably a ground ball. Not going to be a base hit. 0-2 pitch to Smith is going to be grounded to right between second and third. Conforto's going home, and this will tie up the game for the Dodgers. Smith will stay at first. Big hit for Will Smith. The Dodgers have Smith at first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 10th inning. The score now gets to 5-5 as Will Smith has tied up this game. What a game. Buehler blows it for the Tigers. There's a tough pitch for Will Smith, too. Pinch hit, single. They're talking about how this pitch was, a low pitch, but Smith is able to hit this between second and third. Now, Shohei Ohtani. First pitch to Ohtani is going to be outside for ball 1. Imagine you blow the game, now you got to face the top of the lineup for the Dodgers. I mean, it's like the worst case scenario for Buehler, right? It doesn't get any worse than this. 1-0 pitch to Ohtani is going to be grounded between first and second for a base hit. And Will Smith is going for 3. He gets to third base. The Dodgers have the winning run 90 feet away. A huge hit for Shohei Ohtani. First and third, 1 out. Mookie Betts is coming up. The Dodgers just need a fly ball to win this game. They just need a fly ball to win this game. That's all they need. Ohtani gets it between first and second. And Mookie Betts. Who do you got next? You got Mookie and Freddie Freeman, right? I mean, pretty good guys coming up. All you need is a fly ball. You just need a deep fly ball to get Will Smith home. That's all you need here at this juncture of the game. And, of course, the base hit wins it. First pitch to Betts is swung on and missed as Ohtani will take second. Meaningless base, of course. So the Dodgers have second and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the 10th inning. The score is 5-5. Betts, of course, homered in this game. 2 for 4 today. Couple runs scored. 0-1 pitch is inside for ball 1. The count will go to 1-1. And, of course, Mookie Betts hit a home run with controversy, whether it was fan interference or not. We saw a crew chief review with that. Definitely will be up for debate. Fly ball wins it for the Dodgers. The 1-1 pitch is going to be swung on and missed down in the dirt. Count will get to 1-2. Not a good pitch there for Mookie Betts to swing at. You don't want to strike out here, of course, right? Because a strikeout gets us to 2 outs, and it kind of takes away that sacrifice fly opportunity, right? So you don't want to strike out. You've got to try to get contact or walk, to keep that sacrifice fly option available. The 1-2 pitch is outside for ball 2. So we got a 2-2 count now. Bottom of the 10th inning. Tigers 5, Dodgers 5. The 2-2 pitch is upstairs to make it 3-2. Full count now. Betts had to get out of the way. Very close to hitting him. Wow, it was so close to hitting him. Betts barely got out of the way. Bent out of the way there. Wow. So close. So full count now. Runners at second and third, 1 out here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Score is 5-5. 3-2 pitch is going to be grounded foul up the third base line. Buehler, 19 pitches so far for the Tigers. It's been a hard-working inning for Buehler, right? Gave up a couple runs already. Got runners at second and third. It's definitely a challenge. He's going to feel tired after this outing. 3-2 pitch to Betts is going to be popped up, foul, and out of play. Count will remain 3-2. Got, of course, 7 pitches so far in this up-bat. It's been a long at-bat for Bresky and Betts. 8th pitch to Betts is going to be hit to left field. That's going way back, and it is gone. 3-run shot for Mookie Betts, and that's a walk-off 3-run homer for the Dodgers. Dodgers win 8-5. He just crushed it out of the ballpark for his second home run of the game. What a moment for Mookie Betts and the Dodgers. Wow. This team just continues to amaze every time they play. And you're thinking you just need a fly ball, and Mookie Betts hits a 3-run homer to win the game, right? Crushed it out of the ballpark. Wow, what a home run. Big moment for the Dodgers. And the Dodgers get a massive win to improve to 4-0 in their first extra inning game of 2025. What a win for the Dodgers. 2 home runs for Mookie Betts. Super massive. Seeing everybody celebrate with the sunflower seeds, but super cool win for the Dodgers. I want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight to Dodgers Digest. We got the post-game recap soon. As always, let's go Dodgers. Woo!